morning, student. How are you today? I hope you are feeling well. And no, I'm so glad to greet you. Student, do you know when our country announced its independence? Great. You are right. Our country announced its independence on 17 August 1945. But do you know the figure behind our country independence? Not yet. Okay, don't worry. Because I do like to tell you about the figure behind the independence of Indonesia. So now, please listen to me. Student, we know that the proclamation of Indonesia independence have a very important meaning to the Indonesian people, and there are 8 national figures who made it realized. Those are Mr. Soekarno, Muhammad Hatta, Ahmad Subarjo, Admiral Tadasi Maida, Sukarni, Fatmawati, Sayuti Melek, and B.M. Dia. Then, the first figure is Mr. Soekarno. 1. Insinyur Soekarno. Insinyur Soekarno is one of the people who contributed in establishing the Republic of Indonesia as a sovereign state. Bung Karno was born in Blitar, East Java on Juni 6, 1901 and died in Jakarta on Juni 21, 1970. Bung Karno drafted the text of the proclamation at the House Admiral Tadasi Maida with Bung Hatta, Ahmad Subarjo. He then signed the proclamation text on behalf of Indonesia with Bung Hatta. Bung Karno read out the text of the Proclamation of Indonesia Independent at his residence at Pegagasan Timur Street, number 56, Jakarta. 2. Dr. Andes Muhammad Hatta. Dr. Andes Haji Muhammad Hatta or Bung Hatta was born in Bukit Tinggi, West Sumatra on August 12, 1902. He died in Jakarta on Maret 14, 1980. At the age of 77, Hatta drafted the text of the proclamation with Bung Karno and Mr. Ahmad Subarjo. He participated in signing the text of the proclamation on behalf of Indonesia with Bung Karno. 3. Ahmad Subarjo. Ahmad Subarjo Jojo Adi Surejo was born in Karawang, West Java on Maret 23, 1986 and died on December 50, 1978 at age of 82 years. He is Indonesian First Minister of Foreign Affairs. Ahmad Subarjo is one of the figures from the old group who played a role in preparing the proclamation of Indonesia independence. Ahmad Subarjo participated in compiling the concept of the text of the proclamation at the House of Admiral Tadasi Maida with Bung Karno and Bung Hatta. And then number 4, Admiral Tadasi Maida. Admiral Tadasi Maida was a high-ranking officer in the Imperial Japanese Navy. He helped Indonesia to prepare the draft text of the Proclamation of Indonesia Independence by inviting those important figures to his house and let them use it for a very important activity. At this house, it was gathered national figures that had great contribution. Even though he is Japanese, he is willing to help Indonesia out of sympathy for the Indonesian people. Number 50. Sukarni. Sukarni was born in Blitar, East Java on July 50, 1916. He died in Jakarta on May 7, 1971. At the age of 1954. His full name is Sukarni Kartodiwirjo. Sukarni was a youth leader and a hero who was persistent against the invaders. Sukarni proposed Bung Karno and Bung Hatta to sign the proclamation text on behalf of the Indonesia. Number 6. Fatmawati. Fatmawati, whose real name is Fatima, was Engineer Soekarno's wife. She was born in Bengkulu in 1923 and died in Jakarta in 1980. She is buried in the Heroes Cemetery in Kalibata, Jakarta. Fatmawati sewed the Saka Merah Putih flag which was raised at the Proclamation of Indonesia Independent at Penggagasan Timur Street number 56, Jakarta. 7. Syautimele. Syautimele is youth leader who was also very important in the proclamation of Indonesia independence. Syautimele typed the script of proclamation to perfect it from Bung Karno handwriting. The text of the proclamation was originally handwritten by Soekarno, then typed by Syautimele to make it look neat. The original text was then thrown into the trash. One of the young men who was present in preparation of Indonesia independence was PM Dia. Number 80. PM Dia. PM Dia took the original manuscript from the trash can and kept it. He considered that the text had a high story. The original manuscript that were kept by PM Dia for 46 years, 9 months, and 90 days were later returned to the Indonesian nation. He broke the original text of the Indonesia Independence Proclamation on Tuesday morning, 19 May 1922, and handed it over to President Soeharto. The manuscript was then kept by the National Archives on Soeharto recommendation. PM Dia decision to keep the original manuscript was very precise. Therefore, the entire Indonesia have been able to enjoy the original text of the proclamation and learned a lot from what happened at that time. Okay, student, that's all of 8 national figures behind the independence of Indonesia. They are national heroes that we should respect and remember. We as young generation of Indonesia should keep this independence by raising devoted feeling to our country, and I think that all our talk today. Thanks for listening to me. Keep motivation. See you next week. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.